Ladies and gentlemen, the first man to build 21-inch biceps, drug-free.
My friends, you know, I have a special relationship with you guys that I make these videos for. And I make these videos primarily because I want to give you all the years of information. A lot of you, first time you ever heard of me, and then I have people that listen to me often, look at the videos often. But you see, I want to explain one thing to you, because I've been having this tirade against steroids for quite a while. And I want you to know that steroids is a medicine. Steroids were never developed to be used the way bodybuilders are using it. Now, I can understand these high-paid million-dollar athletes using it because it does improve the performance of the body that cannot be done normally. The body's not able to do what steroids allow it to do. But they're not using it to get this big muscle so they can be narcissistic, stand on the stage and pose. They're using it to make money. And you don't see no huge biceps or anything like that on these guys. But the thing that bothered me with bodybuilding is bodybuilders have taken it to the freaky point where they have abused it. See, my friends, steroids aren't bad. They're not at all bad. It's the abuse of them that make them bad. It's like anything we do is the abuse of it. Drinking, anything we do, overeating, you get a big fat hog. It's the abuse. And I've seen the abuse decimate my friends. And that's why you've seen me with such tirades against steroids. But if you use it moderately, and not go out freaky, but you can't do it because you're using moderately, the next guy is using it freaky, and you can't compete. Now, I did a video with Kevin a little while back, and I haven't gotten around to modifying it, mainly because I tell you the truth, I made over 400 videos. I mean, I'm not all that revved up with videos like I used to be, but I got so much to give. And that's what keeps me going, my friends. It's the giving. So much to give. So, let me get, my point is simply, the last real in-depth conversation I had a little while back with the heavy steroid user guys. And one of the guys I did a video on said that the steroids sparked them up to the point where he could train the same muscle twice in the same day. His balls shrunk to marbles. His whole reconstruction mechanism shut down because the drugs took over. And the drugs did what no natural ability could do. So, when Kevin came to the house and I saw him, I was like shocked because I knew we didn't get into steroids, but I told him right away, I knew he was taking steroids by the shape of the body. When you see these big round muscles and all, it's steroids. All you have to do, my friends, go to my website, LeroyCovert.com, and you'll see the pictures on the thing. Bodybuilders is my era. Terrific bodies, but you could identify with them. They weren't freaky. When I saw Kevin, I was impressed because even though I knew he was taking the juice, we didn't discuss it because we had so much to talk about. He looked, you could relate to him. He was human. He was something that you say, wow, but I knew he was using it. It is not the use, my friends. It's the abuse that I talk against. A lot of these guys that get these emails today, you talk against steroids. Steroids will kill you. They will actually kill you. They break down your heart. You die very much prematurely. Now, I was impressed by him. He looked so huge and nice, even though I knew he was taking the juice. But there's nothing wrong with taking the juice if you use it moderately. Well, first of all, I have no right to say what's right or wrong anyhow. That's your decision. If you want to take 10, 20 years off your life shooting up with drugs so you can smile on stage, that's your decision. It's all what you want. But he seemed to be into the vogue of moderation. And that's why I was so impressed. Now, I don't know. I wanted to get a series on him talking about the different body parts, how he developed them, his approach on training and life. And he promised to do that, but he hadn't done it. So it's not the end of the world. But that's what, because of his body and everybody saying that I was implying he didn't use the juice. I knew as soon as I saw him, he was a juice man. If you take the pictures of my pictures, early pictures, you see the big side, but you don't see all that swollen, puff, veiny stuff in my body. No steroids. See, I know, sir, I've been around too long. I know the steroid rage. And I wanted to do this thing with Kevin because I thought he had a good story to tell to all of the people that watch my videos. My friends, don't stop thinking. I don't give you a video to tell you to go walk like a robot. I want you to think. That's what thinking is so important. I don't want you to go out here and go crazy with every crazy scheme these guys got, and they do it all for the buck. They're not doing it to help you, they're doing it to make a dollar. And people follow it. And that's my problem. I don't know how to make a dollar when it comes to stuff like this. I want to give. I'm just a giver by nature. And on my website, we're selling vitamins to Amazon, very good price. So if you go to my website, there's chick on there, and you can buy anything. It's like a health food store on my website. That adds a little income because I closed my business down over 3 years ago. But I'm still here for you. And I want you to understand, it is not the steroids. And people have been emailing me all upset. It's the pills. And they don't test it in bodybuilding. And the reason they don't test steroids in bodybuilding, because they're afraid of losing their audience. People come to see what they consider the freaks. If you don't have any freaks, they're not coming. You don't have the regular guys coming to you, and you don't have the freaks, you have no audience. So that's why they don't test it. And another reason they don't test it, because it's not a competitive sport. It's a visual, it's subjective. But that's what I wanted to get across to you, my friends, and want you to know I'm not in another world. I thought we would go on and make more videos explaining of steroids and how they affect the body, how his diet is done. And he said he would, but he didn't. So he may come around later. If he does, I will make the video and make sure I send it to my friends. But I want you to know, steroids are not poison. Just use it correctly and it will help you if you're in that stage. I don't like these teenagers killing themselves prematurely. Usually think they're going to get built overnight because they take some steroids. It don't work. You got to have the muscle tissue there to begin with. But in any case, my friends, to be continued.
Wait a minute. Before you click away, I want you to subscribe, like, comment, hell, even dislike if you want to. At least do something before you get out of here.